Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Jenk Plays with me, Jenk Coffington. Today we're playing some more Transport Fever 2. The last few episodes have felt a bit less focused than I would have liked. So today hopefully we can just do one thing and do one thing well. We've been talking about for a while now setting up a transport link between Oceanside, McKinney and Salt Lake City, and also potentially doing the same up the west side of this island as well, so hitting Olathe, West Valley City, somewhere down here, and then through to Arlington, potentially having them both meet in Arlington, but we'll see. Today we'll just be focusing on the east line of this train route. So I guess let's get started. So when you think about where in Oceanside we're going to put our train station, I'm thinking we'll do a terminus, and I'm thinking 2 for now, and maybe also 160 is probably more than sufficient. Potentially we could demolish the centre bit and have a city centre train station, but I don't really want to do that right now. I think that we could probably take advantage of one of these two transport points, or we could potentially add another transport link out here, and bring the tram line out around here and then have them link into the city. So have them potentially stop here so they got linked to the city centre, to give them better connection. So actually, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll put in a train station here facing out, and then we can go that way when we're ready, and then we can go this way today. So I'm just going to pause it while I do this, because cities have a habit of putting stuff in the way when you're trying to build. So if you just move those out of the way, I think if we just pull it up a little bit, extend this road here, so that's the same road as that, and we want electric tram line. I know we don't have electric tram just yet, but we will at some point. I don't really want to demolish that, so if we move that out of the way, put in, make it straight as well, put in a road here, let's see, actually thinking about it, we could just bring it straight to there, and then curve it around to there, and then we could have it just pointing out here. There we go. 160 is going to be more than sufficient for now. I don't think we're anywhere near enough passenger demand. And we kind of want it in the center because we're going to be going both ways. So if maybe we could just line up with the road like that. I see that we're digging in here. That could be a bit of a problem when we're going out, because we're going to have to carve through there. Let's see. I'm going to want to make another transport hub, I think, purely because of the number of passengers we'd be expecting to see coming through, just to future-proof ourselves. If we do a bus and tram, make it a nice long one, then we can have clockwise and counterclockwise. Maybe give it a little bit of space so we can add more platforms if we need to the train station, so that should be enough. We'll leave that in for now, although I do think that once we put this in, we're probably not going to need it anymore. We'll leave it running, but these passengers, just because there's passengers waiting, but these passengers should migrate to here because this is going to be much quicker. But once that line stopped running, then we can take that out. Well, once there's less demand for it, we'll take it out. In the short term, we'll move that stop from there, and we'll put it closer to the city centre there. Yeah, okay, and then we want to put in, we'll upgrade all of them to electric while we're waiting. Did I not put them in as electric? Okay, never mind, let's do it anyway. Bring this round. Put some more in, just there. We also probably want to just make sure we still have enough coverage. And then we can do no tram track. Just replace these ones to be normal. Oh no, this guy's going to be stranded. Hang on, let's just quickly put in there, get him out of the way. There we go, let me get rid of it. Boom. Okay, let's just check that line. Okay. So that one's automatically picked it up. Still on the right sides. And we just want to add to here, so manage line. So this is counterclockwise. The last stop is intercity, so we add that to there. Fine. And then let's just stick that in and see what happens. No, not that one. We want it at the end. Yep. Okay, and then we just change that. So we want 201. So I don't like that they're crossing over, but right now I don't think there's really much I can do about it, so we'll just leave it as is. And I think now that the train is in, we can unpause and let them get on with their lives, just making sure that that's still running. Yep. Okay. Fine. So we've got our first station in. The track, let's just quickly plan out where the track's going to go. It's going to come out and around. Get a nice curve here. That's quite let's get some terrain. If we're going to play with the terrain, we've already got to dig through it to get out. So come through. Bring it around. Okay, Little Rock wants new stuff. We'll come back to that later. Bring it around through here. And then I really want to... Weird. I really want to have it on the coastline here. So we can have like a waterfront transport hub. It's going to be limitless in terms of space. And we're also going to have to pay off all of these people. We've got enough money to push them out the way for now. It is going to impact our demand for transport in this area for a little bit. But there's not really a huge amount we can do about that. And if we're doing this, what I might also do is just put in, seeing as we're going to be upsetting everyone anyway. Yeah, if I just do that now. Do I want to do that? Yeah, let's just do this now. Push everyone out the way. And then we'll put in the train station now. So we're on a passenger. We're going to have, right now, northbound and southbound. Yeah, there's no way they're getting over that to Baton Rouge for a while. Yeah, so two platforms should be sufficient. We'll have northbound, southbound. Let's just bring this round, straighten it up with the road. Rotate a little bit. There we go. We've got room to come out there. And we're going to need to relocate this as well. Might just flip it into the space here. So if we just delete that, so we want 4, so 2 on each side, bus and tram, 2 on each side. Drop that, straighten up a bit, drop that into there. Nope, that's not the button I wanted. Bit further, bit further. Okay. So theoretically that gives us just a little bit of extra space if we need to take out another platform or two. Think about this, it's got 4 platforms because it's, why is this complaining now? Tram 1. No, not this again. Okay, let's quickly upgrade the street so you can use it. Get out of the way. And then, no. Okay, so everyone's happy now. Except these people got moved. Yeah, so we're not actually going to need this necessarily much longer. So we could shrink it to be 1 platform either side. But like I said, I think I'm just going to leave this line in until the train line's established. And then I'll take them out and sell off all of the vehicles associated with it. So now I just need to think about how we're going to get out of here. So we talked about bringing the line up around there, through here, and then along to here. So I think what we might do is, while we've got this paused, is take these out, ignore the warnings, bring it back to there as well. Are they going to care? Oh yeah, they are going to care. Okay, so this line, we need to reconnect this road and also this road. Just get this out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to come through to to there. If we build our way out of here to about here, and then we can unpause and let the game keep running. And I'm also just going to, while we're paused, put in the tracks to get out of town, get out of McKinney. Can we just go straight? That is straight, okay. Just so they don't put any buildings in the way. We're going to have to think about how we're going to get around this farm as well. We might have to take some of these fields out. We could tunnel underneath. We'll do all that when we get to it, and then we can bring that round. Let's start the inside, actually think about it. We want to keep it as okay, and to there. So that gets us out of town. We can deal with this problem after. Now we've got to get out of town on this side. Again, let's just go straight out of town. Not to straight. Not to straight. Okay. So we want to get to about there. So if we just pull that one through. Nice and flat here, actually, looking at this. Okay, yeah, so we pull it through to about there. Let's just check that. Ah, it's perfect. It's a bit less perfect coming through this, but we can build that in a sec. And then bring this line out. Bring it up to the same point. And then we can reconstruct this road. So really we're going to want, if we go over a large road, oh, hang on. I didn't necessarily want to have player ownership in the city. Player ownership, electric. Yes, no, keep. Okay. Never mind. Doesn't matter. We can deal with that later. If we put in player ownership, no. Nice big road out of town. Oh, because there's a vehicle that won't let me. Do it alongside the track. And then into there. And then just to give options, we'll do a curvy road. Bring this round to there. So they've got multiple access points into the city. We can then probably think about putting a bridge or tunnel in. Bridging is normally easier and looks slightly nicer. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Maybe just one further. There we go. It's bigger than it needs to be, but bring that back as well. Try and make this look nice. It's going to be our flagship train line for a bit. Okay, that'll do. Let's see. Bring this around. Bring that along first to there. And then curve it up. Yep, like that. Let's see, can we bridge in? No, I don't like bridging in. We'll bring it around to here. Take that out. Okay, so they've got the road to Olathe. Got the train to. It's got the road to Oceanside. I can't be honest. I don't love this. I also don't want to bridge it. Kind of want to go underneath and connect it to this side. Let's try. And nah. We will leave it for now. Focus to those trains. Let's just stay focused. Trains. Okay, so the lines are all now connected again, so we should be able to unpause. We don't have to worry about them populating into the bit that we've built on. I mean, it's slightly less efficient, but we can remodel this later when we get better bridges. And now we just need to bring that all the way down. And when we get to here, we're going to be using the... Well, actually thinking about it, if we bring it out straight first, because we said we're going to bring it around to there, we could have both tracks aligned. So bring it out straight, bring it out straight, and put in a switch. is that not possible? It's a straight line. You should be able to do it. There you go. Get back a bit. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, it's got a switch in. And then it comes out. And then from the switch, I'm going to add our dual line, because we will have traffic coming both ways on here, and we have enough money now to dual line it all the way. So this is going to be our inside track round here. So it's still 120. Get a bit high there. So there. Current traffic situation can slow down urban growth. We will look at traffic another time. For now, trains. And I'm probably going to say this a lot throughout the episode. The focus of today is putting a train in. All these other problems, all these other things that are being asked for, it's a problem for another day. Okay, so we now have to here. How's that going to go? Okay. Yeah, I am okay with that. It's a nice, smooth, almost an S-bend, not quite. Bring that through. Bring that into there. Okay. So, we now have a dual track from our Oceanside through to McKinney. We'll deal with signaling once we've done the entire run. Comes through. I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to fix this. I'm going to be looking at this so many times today. We're not going to do it. It's still going to be slightly inefficient, but it's going to look substantially nicer. There we go. Nice smooth curve. Onto the bridge. Fine, I'm happy with that. Let's go on to today. Okay. Pause. Put on normal speed instead of blasting through. So, decision time. How are we going to get around this farm? Well, we could... still quite a long way to go. We could hug this line here. So I think if we just try that first, see how that does us. Okay, it's probably as close as we can get. And bring that, wrong side. Bring that through to there. Yeah, okay, so we can keep the fields. We get a nice riverside train. Very nice, okay. And I guess we hug the river all the rest of the way up to Salt Lake City. So let's have a think about what we're going to do at the Salt Lake City terminus. So we've got quite a dense city at the moment, but we don't have any public transport within the city. So we need to have a think about how we're going to fix this. So we're going to... It's annoying the way that it's come out quite organically. You can see it's butting up against the mesa there. Because I usually like to do loops, so we might need to think about how we're going to fit a loop in and also fit in our train station as well. We do want to get through to Arlington, so I think we're going to wind up having this train here, much like we did in McKinney, which actually is okay. It means we don't have to demolish anything. We can put in our own stuff. So let's just pause this so I don't annoy anyone while destroying everything. Okay, so let's make some room for us. Need to split that node. Let's do tram track. Okay, let's make it a big road as well, actually. Future-proof. Make it a straight one, a big straight road. Okay. Now if we bring that to there, we can connect all the way up to there. We can have a nice big ring road around the outside. To there, and to there. Now if we try and push this through, people are going to be upset. So if we swap to the smaller one there, and to there, and then we do another big one where we can, along here. So bring that to there, and to there. We're going to destroy this house. If you're concerned about demolition, no, don't look right now. In theory, we should be asking for planning permission, but fortunately, it's 1883, and I don't think there's really a strong sense of control over what the people like us, the barons of industry, do. So now I've got a nice big loop. And what I'm also going to do, because this is quite a large city, is put a... Where's that going to move it? Because it's a skinny road. Also going to put in a... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Get rid of that. Put in a... Electric, yes. A tram line that runs through the centre. So we can bring people into the centre of the city as well as around the outside. And I'm also going to potentially link that up. If we do that to there, we could link that up to our transport hub that we're going to put next to our train station. Or we could just have two loops. We could have a big loop around the outside, we can have a loop around the middle. Yeah, let's do a loop around the outside and then a loop through the middle because it'll be tidier. So that's going to be 4. So we need a electric, large, there we go. So we take this, try and line it up with the road. There we go. Move it back a bit so it gives us a bit of space to build into if we need. Okay. What I'm also going to do is put in a side building. Do we do it for the large one? Oh, they're not going to like that. It's also not going to connect to the road, which is a little bit annoying. Even with the big one, it won't connect. Okay, let's see if we can move it back a little bit further. Let's move it back as far as we can. Oh, actually, to be fair, we could just connect it afterwards. So put that there. Select it again, configure. Large passenger building. Small. I've gone too far. Okay, let's try that again. So, to about there. Let's try again. See if this can do it. You better be connecting. You are not connecting. Why are you not connecting? Okay, let's try small. No. That is a little bit annoying. I would have thought that we'd have a connection through the passenger building. Let's see what if we do with street access to there. So that now connects in as well. So we've got a whole bunch of access there. Okay, so even though we're not going to use the street access, it's probably just to increase its reach. We're going to put in a second street access, even though we're never going to use it. Oh, I say we're never going to. We might use it at a later date. There we go. That doesn't look very nice. Let's just not look too closely. Okay, so we've got our transport hub. Let's put in the train station now while we're here. Passenger station. Ooh, we'll go with 160. I'm thinking about this actually. Do we want to future-proof and go to 240? No. I think for now, with the budget we've got and the demand we're going to have, 160 is going to be plenty. It's going to be a while, I think, until we get to trains needing to be to 240. And in the meantime, we'll be paying maintenance costs for a much larger station. And I think later on, we'll probably be happy to just rip these out and replace them with modern stations, which are going to be longer, have better conveniences and the like. Okay, so there we go. That's Salt Lake City. And do we also want to do Arlington while we're at it? Gotta think about where we're going to put the station in Arlington. Let's build the track to Salt Lake City, and then we can start thinking about how we're going to do... Oh wait, getting distracted. Need to put my passenger transport around here. Should be fine to just let it run. Okay, so we'll do the 4 corners. And then in the middle as well. Just because it matches over there. Put it there. There. And then we'll also have our city centre. Actually, think about it. If we get rid of that one, move it. So they stop, say, there, and no, it's going to clash that. Go there. Okay, so lines. New line, it's going to be, we start from here, and again go on the outside. So that's going to be passenger transport, no, hang on, road passenger, SLC, loop, outer, clockwise. And then we'll do the same again, but counterclockwise. So that's going to be RP, SLC, loop, outer, counterclockwise. And then we'll do another one to, which is going to be road, passenger, Salt Lake City, loop, inner, clockwise, I think. Let's just check. The problem is it doesn't know it's a tram line yet. And then RP. Oh, got to add stations first. There. 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 RP, SLC loop, inner, counterclockwise. Okay, and then we need to put in a tram depot. I might put one in next to our road depot. There we go, just so they're in one place, makes it easier to manage. Okay, so we're gonna want, oh, we got a new streetcar. It's still horse-drawn. What's the difference? This one's slightly better. Okay, so we've got 4 lines. If we do 8, then we can do 2 on each. So that's CC, CW, and then CC, and then last you can do CW. Okay, terminals. So if we do the inner ones on 2 and 3, and then the outer ones on 1 and 4. Put that one and then inner one to 2. I think that makes sense. Yeah, okay, so we've now got transport around the city and then through the middle of it as well. I think I might also add to the inner lines so we go to there, and then Oak Street to there, just so then they can transfer from this line up here, and then we'll do the same going the other way. So this is clockwise, so we go to there, to Oak Street to 14th Street, to there. So now they can transfer from these 2 to these 2 to get to these 3. So that's all sorted. So this will start generating transport demand within the city as well, so it should help it grow. It does want some food. We could bring some food up. We do have quite a strong food production system at the moment. That's a problem for another day. Okay, so now we need to bring our train line all the way up the coast to bring it into our new station. Okay. So this is probably just going to be relatively easy, dragging it, keeping it as straight as possible. Fortunately, there's not too much development in this area just yet. Oh, that might be a little bit tight. Let's bring the inner one up so we can see, make sure that stays at 120. Even though I'm conscious that it's probably quite a long time until we get trains that can go 120, it's just nice to put it in anticipation of that. So we want this guy to be able to go around the outside. Stay at 120. There's a bit of a bridge there. We might need to come back and terraform that. Quick autosave. Okay. Bring this through. Okay, and then Nice big loop round. Let's see how far we can... Oh, okay, so there's definitely some more of a gradient here. Yeah, okay, so we bring this round, say there. Okay, we're going to have to take this out because this is going to be in the way. Not the trees. Save the trees. Bring this back. To there. Bring that way back to there. Okay. So that's the inside line. Bring that to there. Why aren't you clipping? You should click. Interesting. Okay, so you're happy to go to there. To there. To there. Okay, so we need to be on the outside again to go around this one. Bring it tight. I hope there's no climate change in the future that leads to higher water levels. Ah, interesting. Okay, so we're going to need to think about how to get around this bit. I might just build this in now. This could be quite interesting if we have it hugging the... It's not going to be quite so fast, but it should look pretty cool. So we start bringing it through. Bit of a bend on it, maybe. Yeah, to there. Okay. You can see taking some stuff out of that mesa. I don't really want you to be doing that. Just double check that that stays at 120. And around. There we go, we're nearly there. Inside bend might be a bit tight. Let's bring that to there, see how that copes. Stays at 120, very nice, okay. And then comes in straight. Excellent, okay. Oh yeah, thinking about it, we also want to build out here so they can't interrupt us. Let's just get to there. That should be enough for now. Okay, so we've got this little bit here, we just need to connect these two stretches. And we've got the inside bit to there. Okay. To there. Oh, excellent, wonderful. There we go. So we've got 120 miles an hour all the way up to Salt Lake City. And I figure while we're doing this, we may as well extend up and through. Gonna have to think about how to get over this train track, which could be interesting. And then we'll go into Arlington. And we know that we're going to want a train line from Arlington down to here. So what I'm going to suggest we do is we put the Arlington station somewhere here, and here's another train line we're going to have to deal with. Yeah, so if we put the station somewhere around here, and then we can loop it round, and it can come back out here, and then potentially later on we could have a full loop for this island, which could be pretty cool. Get some high-speed trains in there, get a circular. Okay, so let's quickly, let's just pause because I don't want to have to demolish things that they build in. We don't care about that being connected, so let's just take this out to there, because that's connected through the train, so we don't have to have a road connection. And let's try and work at the streets that they've given us this time. So bring that to there. Yeah, okay, and then we're just putting some tram tracks through, up through the centre. Maybe that later on that this isn't sufficient, but for now Arlington's quite small, so that should be more than enough. Putting this train station in there, we also want to take that road back. Let's do passenger station. 2 is probably enough, because it's only going to be the trains from this island coming onto it, so 2 should be enough. It might be later on that we add trains from other islands onto it, in which case we might need to have a think about it. I think that Arlington's probably not going to be a large enough city for us to think about doing that. It might just be that, say, McKinney or Oceanside, which are closer to the other ones, become more of a hub, potentially Olathe as well. I think Arlington's a little bit too remote to worry about bringing trains outside of the island into it, so that should be okay. I'm going to leave that side clear for now. Hopefully nobody builds into it while we are doing other stuff. We just got to think about how to get the train out, so it's going to come round. So if we build our tram station, just need the one over here. It should be plenty of space, and then we can put in our stops. So either way over here, either way over there, either way there. Do another stop there. Got decent coverage. Okay. And we'll go start at the hub, go around. So that's going to be RP, R, loop clockwise. And then we'll go the other way. There we go. RP, loop, counterclockwise. Oh, hang on. Arlington. Let's just double check that I've done that right. Yeah, fine. And then we need to put in a tram depot. And what I might do is just convert the street into a tram street. There we go. Put on our tram depot over here. Fine. And then because Arlington's quite small, let's start with one either way. There you go. So one goes counterclockwise, one goes clockwise. And then we will quickly build our track out of the city. Let's see. That should be enough. And then we'll unpause so they can go about their business. Okay, so this is going to be interesting because we've already got an existing train line here. And it's heavy. It's heavy industry. So it takes a while to get up to speed. So I don't want that to be having to climb hills necessarily, whereas our passenger line is going to be lighter. So it should just be able to bridge it. Yeah, so if we bring this around the coast, does that matter? No. So if we take that out for now, just leave the old bridge there. It might be that we want to use this at a later date, but right now we don't really care. Let me just think about how we got our bridge in. If we start the bridge first. One more. There we go. Let's see. Shortest bridge we can get. I mean, we could probably get a shorter bridge, but at some point it gets a bit silly. Okay, and we just want to bring that down as quickly as possible to the ground. Maybe up one more. Oh, no, that'll do. Okay. Bring that down. Okay, so that's the inside there. 120 all the way around. 120 all the way around. And then bring this one down. There we go. And down. Okay, so this next stretch should be relatively simple. So if we start with let's start with the outside. So we want to be relatively close to the water. And we'll bring it up. So we're trying to get to about there. Okay, so that looks alright. Fine. And then let's just be really lazy and to see what happens if we just connect the two. Something terrible happens. Let's see, can we lift it? No. Okay, so we are going to have to do this semi-manually. Let's see. It doesn't actually look that bad from doing it in sections. Okay, we'll get it to there. Let's see that last stretch. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's just get as close to it as we can. In a bit. To there. So it's a little bit kink. Oh, autosave. Back a bit. That is a little bit too kinked for my liking. Take that just a little bit further. Okay, I'm okay with that. That looks right. Get all the way around and then connect. And then there we go. We've got our complete train line all the way from Arlington in the north. Some very interesting geography here. Let's just tidy this up a bit. Smooth it. Large brush, very strong. Oh, that's flattened, not smooth. Whoops. Oh no. That was smooth. Why is it being weird? Oh, because it's under the water. What if I want to lower it? Let's lower. Okay, I think I'm going to need to reconstruct this bit because it looks terrible. Let's try and sort that out. Okay. So the water's gone. You might need to take it back a little bit further as well. There's me being all excited, thinking we're done. Get a bit of height on it. Anticipating that it's going to try and climb. Bring that back. So it's staying on the ground. Let's take that back just a little bit. Okay, so we need to raise that slightly. So this is the problem of working on quite flat ground near a river, is that you have water penetration. Okay, bring that through. There you go. Let's just double check that again. Okay, yeah, that looks way better. Okay, I don't know why it was being weird before. Okay, so we've got Arlington in the far north. We follow it down. Might want to do some landscaping along the waterfront. It might be that we can put some stones in, try and tidy it up. I don't think there's access to keys in the basic game, so it might be something that we could do in another playthrough with some mods, but for now we are mod free. Then we go into Salt Lake City, where we've put in a bunch of transport, a lot of demand for that transport through the center. 58, and they can take 60. I think let's add, let's double the trams on that center one. Clearly a lot of demand for it. If it's clockwise, so they want to get to this stop, I guess, and this stop. I don't know. Fine, as long as they're using it. Yeah, so we go to Salt Lake City, along the river. Really like this bit. It was much easier than I was expecting. Looks pretty cool. Follow the river all the way down. Imagine having to do this journey by car, and then suddenly the train baron comes in. He's like, you know what, I'll spend millions of dollars, put in a train line, we'll take it down from being several days or years in game time to get from town to town. It's only going to take a couple of hours or days. Yeah, this is quite a lot of train. I'm looking at my timer. This has taken 44 minutes, roughly. Let's try and tidy this up a bit. Okay, so now we need to put in some signals, and I can put some trains on it. Signals. Thinking about it, we probably want to do something about that road. Do we? Problem for another day. So we want to stop them when they're coming in, and then we'll just put them sporadically throughout. As I said in another video, there is a mod that auto signals for you, but as this is a mod-free playthrough, it's not something I'm going to be doing this time around, which does mean, unfortunately, that I've got to manually go through, put signals every so often. In theory, there's like an optimum distance, but I just, as soon as I can't see it, I tend to put one in. In theory, the closer the signals are, the more trains you can have on a line, the closer they can get. But with a track of this length, I do think it's quite unlikely there's going to be multiple trains going the same direction on the same stretch of track. Oh, so this is why it wasn't clipping earlier. Let's fix this. Oh, don't need to do that bit. Let's just tidy this up. I guess that's one of the nice things about also manually checking your track. Well, manually putting in signals is you can check your track as you go. Okay, and then just keep going. Keep going. It's a very long line. This is probably, yeah, it's definitely the longest line we've had so far. I say realizing I don't think we've done any passenger trains just yet, but I'm also thinking in terms of industry as well. I think this track is probably longer than all of our other tracks combined so far. So this has been quite a big episode, so if you're still with me at this point, thanks for sticking with me. It's certainly been a fun time building this track. Had some fun messing around with water as well. And we'll also soon put a train on it. Depending how I'm feeling, I might do a ride along and post that as a separate video. I don't know, I think that might take quite a long time to have to speed up quite a bit. Maybe later on when we get faster trains and it will be done in, I don't know, a couple of minutes instead of it being probably 30 minutes in real time. Oh yeah, we also want to put a switch on this side as well, just because for now they're going to be swapping over at this end. Okay, oh, that's not actually in there. Let's try that again. How far can we get? I mean, that's probably sufficient. It's the very end of the line. Okay, fine. So we've got signals in, and now we set up a line. So we're going to start from the bottom, because I think Oceanside is definitely more of a terminus at this point. So we go Oceanside to McKinney, to Salt Lake City, and then finally to Arlington. I'm just thinking, like, it's entirely possible that at a later date some of these towns and cities will have second train stations, so we might need to think about renaming them. For example, Oceanside could have a southern train station linking into the towns down there. Definitely a problem for another day. Okay, so we've got the line set up. I didn't actually name it, sorry. So that's train, passengers, OS, MK, SLC to R. Return. I think also, yeah, I need to add the return stops as well, thinking about it. So we get to Arlington, and then back to Salt Lake City, and then back to McKinney, and then, okay, fine, and then back into Oceanside. So we've got a lot of spaces we can put a train hub in, train depot in. I'm thinking potentially somewhere around here where we've got, no, actually no, don't worry. In the interest of time, we'll do a temporary one somewhere along this line, and then we can do another more complicated one on another day. So actually they want to be, so they're coming out on the right, and in on the right. There we go. I always struggle to get these to look nice. If anyone's got any tips for designing train depots, please let me know. Okay, so then we want to stop them from crashing into them there and there. And then we put in our train depot. Okay, and let's see what trains we've got. We just had a new one get unlocked. So this one is faster and better than the Baldwin class that we've used on our most recent freight line. So yeah, we spent a lot of money on it already, but let's go for it. So we want to do a steam train, passenger. How fast can we go passengers? 80. So it's good that we can do that. So we can't quite utilize the full speed of the passenger cart, but we are utilizing the full speed of the train. thinking about the length of this route, we probably want to have a couple on here so we can have the frequency quite high. And it's mediocre power throughout, so I've also got to think about running costs. If we go for 64, we can maybe get 3. If we go for, let's buy 4 of them. Let's see if I regret this. So they'll come out, and now there's trains on it. There should start being demand generated at the station. Although, as I'm thinking about this, what I probably want to do is be slightly less ambitious with the 4 trains that I've just bought, because that is very expensive, and I just want to actually let it get going first. Otherwise I'll start hemorrhaging money. I know I'm playing it on medium, but trains are expensive, and I think to start with it's probably good to just get the demand on the line. So I'm going to let this run for a couple of minutes and see what demand we get, and then we'll cut back in once we start having some passengers on the line. So I'll see you in a sec. So it's only been a couple of minutes. Already the line is quite highly in demand. We're not necessarily making a huge amount of money at the moment. I think part of the problem is that it went north to Arlington, which is one of the smaller cities, before coming back down. We can see as we come into McKinney quite a lot of demand. I mean, towards Oceanside, we've got more than a train full of passengers coming, and we've got a train full of passengers waiting to go northbound. And if we come down to Oceanside, you can see we've got a train full of passengers. So what I'm going to do is add 2. We can go with 2, and we'll just keep an eye on this line. I think for now that's probably enough. As I said before, I don't want to put too many on it, because trains are expensive, and if there's not the demand, you wind up losing money quite quickly. And that was a way I lost at least once when I was new to this game, was putting too many trains on and being a little bit too ambitious. But we can see here that northbound train is going to fill up. That train's going to be empty though. But by the time they catch up with each other, so they should start spreading out over time, and that will mean that hopefully, yeah, I can see towards Arlington there's quite a lot of demand, and then Arlington is actually growing as well. So this is potentially the weakest point of our link at the moment, but there's quite a lot of demand for transport within it, counterclockwise, which is down towards the station. There's a lot of demand on that line, so let's put that up to 4. Clearly people want to get to the station, and then when the train arrives they're going to want to go the other way as well. So if we do 2 on that one, just so we've got a bit of capacity in there. Let's see, nice and busy. That train is a while away yet. It's a very long way away. Yeah, look at him go. It's going to take him a long time to get from station to station. We'll wait for this guy to get to Salt Lake City, and we see how much money we make from his journey. And then that's probably going to be the end of the episode. So here he comes. Again, I think I'm very ambitious in terms of how fast I think these trains are going. He's going 75 kilometers an hour, and he is, I was going to say, steaming away, pardon the pun. Quick autosave. He's still quite a long way from Salt Lake City. You can just see it coming into view over the horizon. All those passengers waiting. We get to come just into our nice little waterfront mesa run. There you go, all these passengers having a good time. Yeah, this is nice. Nice relaxing ride by the sea. Don't know what this is doing. He's clipping away there. Oh, he's back. Okay. So he's having a existential crisis. Am I even real? What's reality? So we come in. Let's see how we do. So it cost us 600,000 to get to this point. How do we do? Nice. We made $1 million in that one. He's going to fill up, and there's still more passengers ready to go to Arlington. There's a train coming in behind them that is basically empty. This guy is not going to make any money on his arrival, I don't think, but he's going to fill up when he gets here, and go on to Arlington. So I think that's enough for today. Let's see, actually. One last thing. Let's make this one a little bit beefier. Counterclockwise. So they are going this way. So these guys want to get to here. Maybe to come around to here. Yeah. Okay, so with that, I think that's been quite a successful episode. Very few distractions, which makes a change from the last few. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.